New developments tonight in the police shooting at a Dayton area Walmart. We have just obtained newly released police audio tapes and cruiser cam video.
3360 Pentagon Boulevard, Walmart. A black male, 6 foot, wearing a blue shirt, blue pants, in the pack section, holding a gun, pointing.
That's how one of the initial calls came in on August 5th, the night that John Crawford of Fairfield was shot and killed inside that store. The video shows officers arriving outside the Walmart, but no camera footage from inside has been released. There are more than 200 cameras at that Walmart store. Ohio's Attorney General telling us there's no audio to go along with the in-store video that shows what happened. WLWT News 5's John London spoke with Mike DeWine today about that aspect of the investigation. John?
Yeah, it's significant, Mike. The father of the shooting victim told us yesterday his son was talking on a cell phone at the time, wasn't aware of police commands to drop a gun, but without the audio, the degree of difficulty in judging that goes much higher.
Sure. I mean, I think that if there's an audio, it makes things easier.
But there's not. The Attorney General says all video from 200 Beaver Creek Walmart cameras is silent. So the special grand jury Mike DeWine convened September 3rd won't hear the ambient or direct voices of police confronting John Crawford III as he held what turned out to be a pellet gun. Yesterday, the young man's father and family attorney described how Crawford held it in one hand while conversing on a cell phone with the other.
I saw the video. I have thoughts about it, of course, but I think it would be unfair.
DeWine won't comment, but felt it was important to honor the parents' request to see the video. The family paints a clear picture of it, saying no one will have to guess about whether Crawford posed a threat or not.
You can see exactly what occurred in this video. And what you will see is Mr. Crawford doing nothing wrong and shot and killed by these police officers.
Given that, DeWine was asked today about withholding the pertinent portion of the video from the public.
We still have people to interview, and so to put the video out there before all the people have been interviewed, my investigators tell me at BCI would be very, very problematic.
The information about type of gun, a Crossman BB pellet rifle, was disclosed the first day because it was deemed necessary for people to know that.
We're trying to preserve the grand jury process and do it the right way.
DeWine emphasizes there's a lot of video, some of it pertinent, much of it not. His investigators are still poring over it to determine what might be helpful to the grand jury when it begins its work in 13 days. Mike?
All right, John, thank you. Beaver Creek police have not said which of the two officers actually fired the fatal shot. There are reports that one of them is now back on duty while the other is still on administrative leave.